Good afternoon all. So, previous video we showed you how to make space for pollinators and other insects in your garden through the creation of a habitat pile. Other methods are available. Today, for those of you with access to the education pack, in particular the resources section, you might have seen a space about getting wildflowers into your garden. There's various different methods. One method we show you there is how to make seed bombs, and it's a really fun method and great to get your hands dirty and get out in the garden. What you will need is some soil or compost, some water, wildflower seeds. This is just a mix I've bought from the supermarket because that's all I can get right now. If you have a look at the Real Buzzy website, there are various suggestions on plant species which you can collect in the wild, which are brilliant for solitary bees. Finally, what you will need is some air dry clay, and try and keep this a bit moist. And the reason we want to keep it a bit moist is because that is where the seeds will get their nutrients from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lump of air dry clay, some of my compost, and I am going to mush them all together. So you can see the clay there hasn't really got much compost in, and this one's beginning to. I'm going to push it a bit more. This clay here is beginning to dry out. It's a warm sunny day, as you can probably tell from the background. So I can get my water, I'm going to put it in my hand, and I am going to squidge it around until it gets all nice and sloppy like a mud pie. Please, 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 if you're doing this, do it somewhere you're not going to get told off and making a mess. I've got to get more soil, so I'm really trying to change the colour of the clay from this terracotta to the mud. Before I get too much soil in there, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to get my wildflower seeds. I'm going to put some of them into this palm ball of clay I've got here. So if you look, I've probably got quite a reasonable handful there, and I'm literally going to squish it all together. It's a little bit like kneading bread for those of you that have ever kneaded bread. Quite cool. So I want to be able to see some of the seeds in this, so I know that they're in there. So I'm going to get the rest of the seeds I've got in this bowl, and I'm going to put them all into this mix of clay, mud and water. And again, it's drying out, so it's really important that it's not too sloppy, but it doesn't get dry. So in order to grow wildflowers, they need three things: an appropriate space to grow, bare soil is brilliant, sunlight, we've got that today, and nutrients. Nutrients often come from the soil, which is where we're putting the compost in, and they also need water to grow. So the same things we as humans need: food and water to grow. So I'm going to continue mushing that all together until it's one big. Okay, so I'm happy with that. If you have a look at these two, you've got the clay with not really a lot of soil, and you can see I've got a bit of my hands that's got in there, and then you've got the seed bomb I've made. Can you see the difference in colour? That's the one with the nutrients in, so that's got the seeds, it's got the soil, and it's got the clay. Which, now that we've made our seed bombs, so just before I came out I mixed it up even more with a load of water. It's now time to get to the fun bit of actually planting it, or in this case it's throwing it as hard as you can and just seeing what happens. Okay, so this is where I've chosen to plant my seed bombs. Nice bit of bare ground. You can see that I've actually been doing some clearance of old evergreen shrubs which were really just sort of taking up, they were actually up at window height. And I've also got this lovely lavender bush, which again is fantastic for pollinators. This one's a perennial, so it will come back year after year after year. And you might be able to see and it's just beginning to flower. So in a couple of weeks that will be beautiful. It will smell amazing. I've also got some mint in here as well. So this is sort of really fragrant and really strong smells which will attract our pollinators. Okay, here we go. I'm going to grab a handful. You can see that, it's all sort of smelled up, and I am literally going to throw it as hard as possible. You might have seen that's landed. It's not really exploded because the ground's quite hard, but it will flower in a few weeks' time. I'm going to throw a bit more. And some more. And another one for good luck. So, we've just gone through how to make seed bombs, where you should plant them, and how to plant them. All I need to do now is make sure in this weather they get a little bit of water every so often, just to encourage them to grow. Try and make sure that the brambles which I had there and those bushes which you could see don't encroach. I have left an area of brambles in the hedgerow so it can get all our other pollinators in. But brambles have a habit of touching everywhere they meet the ground, and they will seed. It's a brilliant adaptation. However, I have neighbours and I do need to be considerate of where their gardens are. The brambles I had were all going into the hedgerow with my neighbour. Fair enough. So I'll put it up at the end, the list of what you'll need. I'll also link you to the education pack, which has got instructions on how to do this, as well as putting up a list of really important wildflowers which you can find here in Cornwall. And we've actually gone out in the past and gathered the seeds, so things like field scabious, which have been grown, and we've planted plugs at points around the AO and B. The things you can see. If you do go out and collect wildflowers later in summer, make sure you do it responsibly. Don't take everything. They need to continue, they need to grow. What we're doing at Wildflowers is all about creating habitat and connecting up those fragmented gaps.